Good morning. It is Monday morning, June 3rd. Boogie with the Bull. Monday morning caffeine is on a device somewhere near you. I'm Dave Globin. Coming up this hour, Jen Woodruff will join us, and William Rayfield will join us. I'm going to go through the opening part of the broadcast, which is where I tap this monitor, scroll down a bit, and if it's cooperating, we get the Boogie with the Bull live chat on the Dave Global profile going. And there it is. So if you want to be part of the fun, come to the Dave Global profile here on Facebook and pop into the post that says I am live, and you will be in the live chat. You can also go to the Boogie with the Bull YouTube channel, and you can be in the live chat over there. We're also live on at Boogie WT Bull, at Boogie WT Bull, the Boogie with the Bull X profile. There is no live chat there. You can opt to come to Facebook if you want to be in the live chat on my profile, or you can opt to go to the Boogie with the Bull YouTube channel and be in the live chat there. Anyway, a couple of minor stupid things to bring to your attention. I guess in the group, the Red Magination group, we got a notification this morning that said there will be no more content moderation or moderator roles available in the Red Magination as of July 1st. Well, the funny thing is, we don't have any moderators in that group. I think we have 5 admins, but there is no moderators in that group. It could be because this is a presidential year, and I always say that Facebook gives me the impression in presidential election years that it is quite possible that after 15 years, they could be getting ready to show me the door. And if they do, the Red Magination group will continue because it is not a group owned by me, but if I left, Roland Hatton, who is the group owner, would continue being the group owner, and the group admins of the group would continue. Matter of fact, in just about every group of mine that I'm the group owner, and if I left because Facebook booted me, they would simply find the longest admin in there and make him or her the group owner, and those groups would continue. But I would imagine that if they kicked us out off of Facebook because they're closing MAGA groups going into the November election, that some of those groups might disappear as well. In the event that that does happen, Facebook boots me off of Facebook. The Boogie with the Bull broadcast can no longer be on Facebook or live on Facebook. Don't worry about it. We will grab Rumble. We will grab Wimkin. We will grab Streetlock. And we will still be on the internet. You just will have to come find us. We'll be on the Boogie with the Bull YouTube channel for as long as they allow us to, going through Inauguration Day, January 2025. And in the event that YouTube boots us, Rumble, we can share just as well as YouTube allows us, and just as well with Wimkin. Matter of fact, you should go over to Wimkin, Wimkin, Wimkin. You should go look for the Android app or the iOS app, depending on what you have, or just go to wimkin.com and log in directly. You will find that Wimkin tailors to conservative patriot broadcasters. You will find the American Rebellion over there back Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern. Jerry Michaels and Nikki Young and others are there, and the conversation is just as good as it has been before. Jerry tells you things that you need to know, not necessarily always things that you might want to hear, but he tells you things that you need to know. Nikki is there in the sort of color man, brings in a lot of things too, and that's where you go. Mama D is watching on the profile, on my profile on Facebook. Let me stop a second so that the words in my head don't scramble as much. Mama D Denise is watching. It's our pleasure to have you watching. Denise, William Rayfield may pop in a little earlier. I gave everybody last minute notice uh, this morning, which is not something that I normally always do. I'm still waking up some days thinking that it is a different day of the week than it is. So I woke up today thinking that it was Sunday. Our grandson, who got his black belt Saturday, has left for 2 weeks to go to Connecticut with his grandmother, who's here uh, for the ceremony, and his great aunt and cousin, who were also here. It was a fantastic event. Uh, People know I don't go out much because a lot of times loud crowds and noises in big places make me uncomfortable. But this was fantastic. You could have felt the energy in the room by every person who was doing their final challenges is the wrong word, I guess, but their final challenges to earn their black belt. And it was a pleasure to watch our grandson earn his. Matter of fact, I've been joking off and on that I'm going to have a special Boogie with the Bull T-shirt made. It's going to have the Bull logo on the front, and on the bottom of the bull, it's going to say "Don't mess with me," and on the back, it's going to say "Because my grandson is a black belt." And uh, just something fun to share. But I am very, very, very proud of our grandson, and he is off for, as I said, a 2 week vacation up in Connecticut, visiting family, visiting his dad and other grandparents and aunts and uncles on both sides of the family, and that is actually very nice. It really is. So let's see. I did gripe about the Red Mag Nation won't have moderators as of July 1st. It's very possible all of our other MAGA groups, Red Patriots for America, MAGA News Nation, uh, they may not have moderators either. And I don't believe they do either. I believe that they just have admins as well. And in the event that those groups do have admins, the admins will become some kind of other officer of the group. We're not going to get rid of our moderators. They do a fantastic job. They do in Conservative Freedom Defenders, our group with Art Sessa as the group owner. There is Butch and Philip and Edward Smith Sr. And I joke with Edward that I've decided to call moderators of groups moderators at arms, because that's pretty much what they do here on Facebook. Good morning to Callie Gatlin Hansen. Callie Ganson. My mouth just needs coffee. Pardon me a second. Good morning. Let's try it one more time. Good morning. Kaylee Gatlin Hansen. Mama D and Sam Vass are all watching Boogie with the Bull this morning. And it's fun to announce to people who are watching, because that just means that they're not in the live chat. They're just watching somewhere. And I don't mean to embarrass you, but it's always more fun if you take part. From within the live chat, because you get to share your opinions and comments, and they are always welcome. We also encourage you, if you are watching and or watching and participating in the live chat, we encourage you to show that you like the broadcast and share the broadcast in all the groups that you are in on Facebook and other groups on Facebook that you know may appreciate you hosting the broadcast. I will say what I always say: If you post a Boogie with the Bull broadcast in a group and an admin or a moderator asks you not to do so, please don't. You just don't want to start any trouble uh, with admins. And if you're an admin of a group and you see it in there and you don't want it in there, I just tell people most of the time delete it. Then message me that you don't want it in there, and we will do our best to make sure that you don't get it. It was always more fun in the beginning stages of Boogie with the Bull to read off the list of groups that we were sending it to each morning, and often figured that if we didn't name a group that we sent it to, they would probably decide they didn't want it there. But anyway, we sent it to all of our 9 groups, and we sent it to a few others. We sent it to 18 groups, and like I said, if anybody is watching and they want to help share it, that would be greatly appreciated. We tried to, on Morning Caffeine, relax with your last cup of coffee maybe before you start your day at 10 o'clock, whether you're working or your kids are off to school and you're home and you're just looking to get informed, entertained, and enlightened. That's what we try to do. I try to have other people on the broadcast with me each day, Monday and Wednesday, that can do that, as well as you just having to listen to my voice ramble on and on and on and on about whatever it is. I don't want people to get to the point where you've kind of figured that maybe it's the end of the Trump campaign because he was found guilty on all 34 counts. You have to look at it as he was going to be found guilty. I mean, a Democrat judge, a Democrat jury, a Democrat district attorney, Democrat mayor, Democrat governor, everybody was out to make sure that he didn't carry the state of New York. John Johnson started a group this morning called Street Fighters, and you should go to the group and join it. And if you're a friend of mine, you got an invite, and then I got a 1-hour restriction from being able to invite. So before I can invite any more, I had to wait an hour. So later this afternoon, we will trickle people in. We go to the group that says Street Fighter. It's a black background, yellow, orange, looks like Street Fighter on fire. And John Johnson is the admin. And maybe there will be 4,727 people in there when you get there, and it doesn't matter. You invite 4,727 of your own friends, and we will just grow, and we will share information on what we are doing. So like I had started to say, don't just dress in black, sit in the dark, and decide that it's all over for President Trump. Get out there and show people in your city, county, state that when the tough gets going, the going gets tough and people dig in and do what we have to do. And if you really want 4 more years of Joe Biden, well, then you go try to find enough people to vote for Joe Biden, because I don't even think that when Democrats get into that poll booth and they pull the curtain and it's just them and God, that they are actually going to pull the lever and vote for Joe Biden. His health is not great, so he may not make it. The shock of being told he won the election may take him out anyway. I'm still hoping that what is going to happen is that when the Democrats meet in Chicago in August, I believe, that he will win on the first ballot and get the nomination, and then sometime later, about a month later, he will step down because he really doesn't want to be president anymore, and either complete his term or resign. I don't believe that he will resign as president. I believe he will finish his term and move along out of the way, and or land a place, land at Gitmo or someplace. I really don't know. I really don't care. I just want him out of the White House and far enough away from Washington, D.C. that he's not involved in making any more uh, policies for the United States of America. We need to finally complete southern border security, have the people and the technology and whatever they need to enforce a solid, strong border. Uh, every other country has a complete border around the world, and we're funding Ukraine's border, and we're funding Ukraine. So, you know, let's get rid of people in the House and in the Senate that are funding Ukraine first instead of America first, and get America back to where it needed to be. Gas prices in Flooding Island are still a nice $3.17 a gallon at BJ's in Orange Park. It was $2.93 when we moved here to Florida, and President Trump was still president, and they've gone up as high as $4 a gallon for 87 octane here, and always started to work its way down. I would imagine that if President Biden has anything to do with it, he will try to get the oil companies to lower prices so that maybe he thinks he will get some more votes. I honestly don't know. The way he would get oil companies to lower gas prices would very simply be to stand back from this. No, you can't drill anymore. You can't harvest anymore. You can't produce anymore. Just leave it there. And on top of that, we're going to import from other countries because at a higher price than taking it from the ground here. Enough of that, okay? Enough of that. I think President Trump needs to immediately fire up or finish and fire up the Keystone XL pipeline, which was supposed to bring oil shale down from Canada to Texas refineries and get gas. Some of the gas was going to go back up to Canada, and some of it was going to flood our markets and help bring prices down. Don't get me going on electric cars, because in some cases the companies that are building them just haven't grasped the entire technology. You can't have a Tesla and have one cell go dead and end up replacing your entire battery for almost half of the price of the car, if not the total price of the car. It's just ridiculous. You can't have little kids dressed in open exposure to bad things in the ground, and we wouldn't send the United Mine Workers Union down to dig for lithium the same way that we're sending little kids in to do it. So come on, people. If you are honestly happy with the country being the way that it is, vote for Joe Biden, because it's only going to get worse and you'll be happier. I believe that the CBDC, Central Bank Digital Currency Card, was defeated as far as, I guess, giving the government any control over it, or giving the Fed any control over it, because they just shouldn't have any any involvement in it whatsoever. Personally, I don't think we need a new card. If you have a debit card from your bank, then you have a digital currency card. Okay, I have one. If you have a credit card, you basically have one. If your credit card company decides that they don't like what you do or what you say on the internet, and they're going to fine you and bill you every month for it, or turn your credit card down because of it, well, then maybe it's time for a class action lawsuit that says, no, you're not going to do that. And if you think you're going to do that, then Americans will stand proud and strong and shut you down. Shut you down for it. I thought for the longest time that having a debit card from the bank was better than having a credit card, because when you run out of money in your bank account, unless you overdraft, you got no money to spend. And you don't want to overdraft, because if you overdraft too often, your bank will probably shut off your account, or at least shut off overdrafting on your account, because they don't want you to do that. I don't know why they don't want you to do that, because you overdraw and you end up having to pay back what you overdrew. Plus, you have to pay back like $20 or $30 overdraft fee and all this other fee. And if it takes longer, then more fees, and they make more money. But to me right now, I think it's time to get the Fed, the Federal Reserve Bank, the Federal Reserve Board completely out of your wallet, my wallet, your account, my account, and everybody else's account. Okay. The Fed, the way I understand it, was just created by a bunch of wealthy people who loaned money to the federal government at different times, or for wars and this and that and the other stuff, and have probably been paid back 100 times over, plus 100 times over the interest. And it's just an outdated system that doesn't need to be there anymore. You don't want to get me started on the IRS, but I'll say a few things on them. They should be gone too. Florida does not have a state income tax. So either they just don't have one because they don't have one, or they don't need it because they're getting money from whatever else they tax in the state and high enough revenues that they just don't need to bang your wallet for the privilege of working in Florida and paying the rest of the taxes. If they can do it in Florida, Ron DeSantis should be able to meet with any other governor from any other state that doesn't charge a state income tax and show you the same thing. And the federal government, they should be out of your wallet on income tax too. I mean, you get a job and you have to pay the federal government because you got a job. Why? The federal government really didn't do anything in getting you that job. And if you say, well, they ran the college, they sent money to the college that you went to. Well, if you went to a private school and paid tuition, or even if you went to a community college and you paid tuition, then the federal government, may or may not have had to send money. And right now, the big move is that if a student pro-Hamas group shows up on campus, the overall majority of parents seem to be, either we stop paying or and pull our kids, or the government should stop sending money. I mean, I understand. To me, a private university or college should be able to support themselves. Maybe get a little bit from the federal government to help here and there, grants here and there. But honestly, if you're a college, you should be able to, a private college or a private university, you should be able to support yourself. That operate within your means, just like any other business. If you can't, well, then maybe you got to figure something out. I don't really know. I went to a community college. Actually, I went to 2 community colleges for about 8 years, 4 years between both, because half was at the other. And I think I actually changed my major 4 or 5 times anyway. so I could keep going, so that I could continue on the college radio station anyway. But the reality is that community college should be affordable because for some that may be the last uh, level of their education that they can get. And I say that because in a lot of cities, counties, there are partnerships with big business or big business around the area that fund certificate programs that help them get employees too. So, you know, if they're working with the local community, maybe the federal government doesn't need to kick money in anymore. Uh, because anytime the federal government seems to kick money into anything, they at some point threaten to shut it off or just take it away. Student loan debt is the icing on the cake. You borrowed the money so that you could go to school, so that you could get a degree, so that you could get a job, making big, bodacious bucks, all the bucks you could imagine in the job that you wanted to do for the rest of your life. I don't care that the president of the United States says you don't have to pay that money back. So Joe Biden doesn't understand that you borrowed that money from a student loan service or even the state that you live in, maybe even the federal government. You borrowed the money, you got the degree, pay it back. It's that simple. Maybe because uh, interest rates on student loans may have climbed so high that it's making it impossible for you to make your payments or stay up to date on your payments. Well, then maybe if you graduate, there should be an interest reduction that at least lowers the payment so that you can comfortably pay it off while you're working in whatever job you have. I really don't. I really don't know. But I could not be the owner of a student loan organization and idly sit by when Joe Biden comes in and says, "Hey, no one has to pay you back anymore because I'm the president and I said so." I don't believe he has the authority, and I believe that Nancy Pelosi, on more than one occasion, reminded him that he does not have the authority to do so, to say that. So, if he went ahead and did it anyway, then he's breaking the law. And we don't even want to get into all of the other laws that Joe Biden is probably breaking. But it's just ridiculous to me. Just kind of ridiculous that we have a guy who just doesn't know what he's doing anymore. I think they shove a cattle prod up to wake him up. They get him showered, get him dressed, get him down. They feed him. Uh, Somebody might go over what he's going to say, what he's going to do, who he's going to meet with, what not to do when he's meeting with them, what not to say, and it really doesn't matter. He says it anyway. Barack Obama said that he would love to have a third term if he could find a person who listened through a earphone or something and did exactly what he was told. Well, that was Joe Biden up until the point where Joe Biden thought that he was king and he could tell everybody what to do. And it is what it is. So anyway, you're watching Boogie with the Bull, Monday Morning Caffeine. I'm live on my profile on Facebook, the Boogie with the Bull YouTube channel, and if you watch on X at Boogie WT Bull, the Boogie with the Bull X account, we are live there. And if you are watching on X, you can retweet it. If you're watching on the Boogie with the Bull YouTube channel, you can share it. You can take it from there and share it anywhere you want off of the internet. And if you're watching on my Facebook profile, you can take it and share it in 1 million Facebook groups. And if they let you have it in there, that's great. Anybody is welcome to join us on a Boogie with the Bull broadcast on Monday morning and Wednesday morning because they're mainly open discussions. just whatever is in the news that morning and whatever else we want to kick around and discuss. People in the live chats are always welcome to make a comment, and the comment, if it belongs within the discussion, a lot of times it's flashed up on the screen, and try to share the comments and get people involved in the broadcast. On Friday mornings, we've changed Friday morning. Friday morning, the Red Friday morning, with Bull Morning Caffeine, or as I call it, Red Friday Morning Caffeine, is now Jen Woodruff and I, with special guest Bill Muckler for Bill's commentary every Friday. And we also do our Red Friday, Remember Everyone Deployed Friday morning review and prayers and all of that. Good morning, Ted Hutchison. Good morning, Ichabod Palmer, who are now watching, along with Sam Zeff and Kelly Gavin Hansen and Mama D, and anyone else who is watching. You all are more than welcome to pop into the Boogie with the live chat on my Dave Bulletin profile and get involved in the conversation. And think about it if you want. I can send you a link, and you can bring us up to date what's going on with you if you want. If not, we'll just kind of keep the brain rambling until 11 o'clock. I do have to end at 11 o'clock this morning because my wife's out and I have things that we have to go off and do on Monday morning. Also later this afternoon, it's I Shot Monday as opposed to I Shot Wednesday or I Shot Thursday. Today it's I Shot Monday, and I'm sure people have heard I get a right eye injection for macular edema, and you hope that they can space them apart as long as they can. In the beginning, it was monthly, and then we got to 2 months. I'm hoping at some point we might get to 3 months. I don't think in my particular case of macular edema we will get beyond 3 months, but sometimes you can get it out to 6 months. Sometimes you can even get it out to a year. I've met a few people that only come in once a year, and it doesn't really hurt. They numb your eye, you don't feel it. They put drops in, it's numb. They put the glop on your eye, it's numb. The needle looks longer than you have to worry about because it's just a little teeny tip. It's just a little teeny tip. If anything, you might feel some pressure. But you know what? It is the alternative between seeing and not seeing in one of your eye or both eyes. So it's a minute or two of being uncomfortable, aside from maybe 30 minutes of total prep that is uncomfortable. But absolute seeing in my right eye, and that's always a good thing. So if you're dealing with macular edema and getting your shots on a regular basis, my thoughts and prayers go out to you. If you have any eye issues, my thoughts and prayers go out to you. Dealing with dementia like I am, my thoughts and prayers go out to you. Same thing if you're bipolar, got any kind of mental health illness, then my thoughts and prayers go out to you and your family. And if you're watching Boogie with the Bull, sometimes because I have some of that stuff, it's more fun to watch than it is to watch other broadcasts. Let me just grab this for a second and look and read something. Oh, okay. Oh, if I had known that Jen Woodruff was doing haircuts this morning, I would have gone to Idaho and done Boogie with the Bull live, and she could have cut my hair. That's all right, Jen. We will have you on another time. Wednesday, if you're around. town, you're more than welcome to join us on Wednesday and Friday. You are a co-host with me and Bill Buckler on Red Friday Morning Caffeine, so everybody will get a chance to see you then. Also, Tuesday, Thursday, open discussions unless we have a Tuesday interview. You can see Jen Woodruff on Boogie with the Bull. I also understand that Jen's working on some of her own broadcasts. I understand there will be a human trafficking broadcast featuring Suzanne Accardo. Mouth flipped on me there, so let me say it one more time. Suzanne Accardo will be a guest with Jen Woodruff in the near future to continue the discussion of human trafficking. Suzanne was a human trafficked adult who has escaped and has spent her life now helping people who have escaped. And it can be very difficult to acclimate back into daily life. And Suzanne is a great person to help you with that. There is a group on Facebook, but I have to go back and look over here and call it up. So give me just a moment. I hate Facebook's new search system, Meta AI, and you're forced into it on an app. It makes it very hard to look up something there until you get back to your old, so I can do it that way. There it is. There it is. Modern day slavery creating awareness about human trafficking USA. Modern day slavery creating awareness about human trafficking USA. That is Suzanne's group. And I will make sure you see the link in all of our groups. I'm going to post it on my profile immediately following the broadcast. But a lot of it's good information in Suzanne's group. So go there, join it, share the group, invite your friends into it, and take part in the discussion. Because hopefully one day we will figure out a way to stop it. Period. Stop it domestically here in the United States. Stop it from coming up from Mexico into the United States, and just one day maybe we will stop it. 10:38 Monday morning Boogie with the Bull. Morning caffeine. Take another shot. That part came from Scott Adams, who used to have a morning coffee broadcast out of Los Angeles every morning, and I believe it's still on. A lot of people used to share it from YouTube over to Facebook, and I think actually Scott had it running on Facebook for a while. But if you get a chance, go watch Scott Adams in the morning. And Red State Talk Radio. Yeah, Red State Talk Radio. Put that into your favorite search engine. And Scott Adams. Scott with 2 T's and Adams with 1 D. And follow him. A lot of good people on the internet that you should be following. Michael Anthony, whenever he's on, has a million different topics. And every one of them is informative, educational, sometimes even entertaining. So look for Michael when you see him on live and watch. William Rayfield with the Patriots Lab Uncensored, who will be joining us momentarily as we work toward 11 o'clock. And a lot of people. Everybody should know by now that Jerry Michaels and the American Rebellion is no longer on Facebook. It's on Winkin and on Rumble. I'm watching it on Winkin. It's Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday at 7 p.m. And you should go watch. As I said at the beginning of the broadcast, it's things you need to hear about, things you need to be thinking about, conversations that you should be in. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday, 7 p.m. Eastern, over on Rumble and on Winkin. And I believe you can take it from Rumble and share it on Facebook. You can take the link, you can take it out of your browser and share that link on Facebook. But when you go to watch it, you have to be a Winkin member. So if you're going to go through all of that, you might as well just join Winkin and then download the Google or Apple app, whichever for your device, and put it in. Rachel Emmon Soletto says Telegram, Rumble, and BitChute don't censor. I've heard that Rumble was doing a little bit. I don't know because I really didn't investigate it. But Telegram, if you enjoy group chats, Telegram is fantastic. There are just about every group chat that is on Facebook Messenger, if not more, and they don't censor. Facebook Messenger is often censored by Meta, Facebook, whoever they are now. But Rumble is a good alternative to YouTube. Give me just a minute here to slide this over and bring William Rayfield on with us this morning. But Rumble, Telegram, and BitChute. I haven't used BitChute. I actually downloaded it once, set it up, went to use it. Something happened, and I never went back and used it. Hold on, I got to read this. I won't read this out loud. It's something personal.
$70 left a month.
And one time.
Because we owe that.
So this is.
We have to pay that.
We have to pay that and that. So,
it's the same as making another payment.
Okay.
What do you want to do it on?
Well, I think. Well, hang on just a second.
I just want to get it done.
You get to watch. CFO Decisions live on Boogie with the Bull. I think the only one we can do it on is that one. I don't think we can do it.
Okay.
With the other one.
That's fine. As long as I have something to put it
or
on,
check.
And I'll cancel the other one.
Or check that one and see if there's enough to do it on that one. Okay. See? That's what you do when you're a big broadcasting internet tycoon. But now I'm going to introduce an even bigger internet broadcasting tycoon, William Rayfield from the Patriots Lab Uncensored. Good morning, Mr. Rayfield.
Good morning, Dave Bob, and how are you today, sir?
I am okay. My brain is a little scrambled this morning because I'm moving faster than I should. I kind of bolted out of bed this morning, and morning meds kicked in like they were supposed to, and I'm hit the ground running and haven't stopped. But what is new and exciting in your world? I always like to phrase it that way.
Been out getting vehicle towed back to the house. What else have I been doing this morning? Good morning, Mama D. What else have I been doing this morning? Shaving and showering and enjoying a beautiful day, smelling the flowers, and watching all of the people with Trump derangement syndrome have a jelly roll over his conviction. But let me remind thee who laughs last laughs the best.
I was going to ask you, and I know that you don't like to do conspiracy theories, and I'm a little on the other side that a lot of times my broadcasts are based on hashing through conspiracy theories. But do you think there is any chance that maybe Judge Merchan on July 11th says, I got a jury of 12 to convict him. So I'm going to slap him with some probation. I'm not going to give him any restrictions like he can't travel because of the campaign, but I'm going to go down in history as as the only judge who probably will have convicted a president or former president and then just walk away because I honestly can't see him saying you got to go to jail for regardless of how long it is. You got to go to jail. I just think that maybe he's going to wake up. I don't think he's going to sleep July 10th because depending on the actual sentence that he approves, his career as a judge could be done. Because if Trump wins and we have a Republican attorney general, it's going to trickle down and he'll be off the bench.
Well, first things first, Donald Trump is not going to jail. That's first and foremost. He's going to have this overturned on appeal rather quickly. You're going to see the Supreme Court get engaged quicker than any time in precedent. If you notice anything that had to do with Donald Trump, they've always took his cases to the top of the ticket. And this is not going to be anything different. He's not going to spend a day in jail. There are a lot of stipulations. I mean, you have guidelines, you have appeal. So it did what it was intended to do. If you've been watching the pundits all over the mainstream networks, they're just loving to use the word convicted felon. How can anybody can vote for a convicted felon? How can we debate a convicted felon? That's what the whole purpose was, to try to make him illegitimate to be able to run against. This, like everything else that has mysteriously been forgotten by many people, but not by myself, things as the Russia collusion and things of that nature, everything that has been made up against this man, none of it has come to fruition. It's done what it has always been intended to do, to drag him through the mud and to hope that it changes in the court of public opinion on how people think and feel about him. But if you can see, it's done nothing but amp up the base,
right?
Raise hundreds of millions of dollars, gain more and more followers. Because at the end of the day, everybody that has a brain knows that the system was rigged against Donald Trump, know that this was a campaign interference setup. There are still people wondering today, what was this man charged with? So for all you out there, for all you heartless, gutless, un-American, unpatriotic, treasonous bystanders, enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself.
I still want to see, because eventually the 12 jurors are going to find their names in the newspaper. I don't know if their addresses will get put in there, but their names will get put in the newspaper.
Oh, they're going to get doxxed all over the place.
But I mean, they're going to be interviewed, and they're going to want to be interviewed because they're the 12 jurors that convicted Donald Trump.
These are going to be the most humiliated people walking the face of the earth.
You know, yeah. I don't think that.
They're going to have to pick and choose where they eat. They're going to have to pick and choose where they do grocery shopping. They're not going to be. They'll be wanted by some, hated by others.
And the funny thing about it is, because Trump can be an honorable, he is an honorable right man. I could see him inviting them to his inauguration, seating them up front, and then after he's sworn in, walking down and shaking their hands and going about being president.
Who?
Trump.
Who? What Donald Trump you talking about?
I'm talking about the president. The
No.
way I have seen Donald Trump at times
Not gonna happen.
is, well, he's not going to invite them there anyway because they wouldn't be safe there anyway.
Why would he attempt to drain the swamp just to let them remain after he's gone to continue to do what they've done?
No, this wasn't talking about the swamp. This was just, I could imagine him inviting the 12 jurors and just sitting them somewhere where they'll have the best seats at the inauguration, just to see what I don't know what the words I want, what he is all about. Because he will have, on that day, he will have proven to all of those who have been pushing this witch hunt, or whatever you want to call it, this just total exercise in bogacity, that this is just not the way America treats its presidents. This is not the way America treats citizens. It's just
everybody knows that. I'm not going to sit in the living room and keep going round and round with my kid over some shit that I already know.
Mm-hmm.
This president has been set up by this government for the simple means to retain power, and they are doing it by any means necessary. Tune in tonight, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I will have full live coverage of Donald Trump in his own words. It's a lengthy video, and he was talking with Fox and Friends, and he's prepared. He's built for it. He knows what's coming. He knew what was coming, and like he said, any lesser of a man, these people would have been taken out.
Yeah.
Any lesser of a man,
yeah,
these people would have been taken out. So
now you heard William just say 9 o'clock. So now this is your Monday night homework assignment, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. either on Rumble or on Wimkin. You can take your choice. I prefer to watch it on Wimkin, but you go to Wimkin and you watch The American Rebellion with Jerry Michaels and Nikki Young from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. And all of this is still being discussed there. Then at 9 p.m., I assume you come to Facebook and or Twitter and or just around everywhere else, and you watch Mr. Rayfield. And then, like me, as soon as Ray is done, I'll probably be sleeping by 11 o'clock, although Ray might still be going.
Well, it's just people need to just understand that we are in adverse times right now, and as easy as it is to get discouraged, we all have to. It's like a war. You can't get into battle and all of a sudden feel that you are going to lose. You have to stay victorious. You have to keep the mentality of a victor. And Trump's leading by example. If he's not shooken, you shouldn't be shooken either.
Yep. And he is the important thing, and I don't know if a lot of Americans are hearing it, or if they are, they're not paying attention to it. He's doing this to show you how if they came after you and didn't come after him, it would have been a lot worse because, as Ray has said, as other people have said, Donald Trump has a wallet that he can play this for a long time until he proves his until he's vindicated, which I'm sure he will be. But you or I would be sitting in jail, and long after President Trump finishes his second term in 2028, you or I might still be sitting in jail waiting for this to happen, like the J6ers. And I look forward to seeing President Trump back on the campaign trail, because you know he's going to be pushing even harder. He's going to be out there campaigning even harder. He's going to come to your city. He's going to come to your town. You may have to travel to the city or town that he's going to be in, but it's still going to come down to that same funny point. I watch YouTube videos every day, and it's like Joe Biden rally, and there's like 6 people in the place that can hold 60,000. And then a Donald Trump rally, there are 60,000 in there, plus 120,000 people outside, hoping they get a chance to go inside and watch it. And it's just phenomenal.
It is
phenomenal.
But
And it's
hey,
sad. Look, go ahead.
no, go ahead. I forgot what I was gonna say.
But it's phenomenal that I've said in every presidential election since I joined Facebook in 2009. This is going to be the year that they're going to do their best to silence me. And I actually think this is going to be the presidential election that they will do it. I expect that a day or two before, if not farther away, Facebook will suspend me and probably not bring me back until Inauguration Day.
No, you can't. That's not gonna happen.
Oh,
But I gotta go ahead. I gotta get out of here. I wanted to stop in though.
I'm glad
I'm gonna
you
get
stopped
ready.
in.
I'm getting ready to cut
9 o'clock.
my grass before
Yeah.
the rain comes.
9 o'clock tonight.
I just
Tell
got it back
everybody.
in the house, and I wanted to jump on here real quick, see what's shaking in.
9 o'clock
Boogie
tonight,
Bowl.
Brother William. Tell everybody where they can catch you, because I can never remember. I know that you're on Twitter. I know
9
that
o'clock on X,
Yep.
YouTube, and Facebook tonight. X, YouTube, and Facebook. 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time.
Okay.
Thanks, Dave.
All right, Ray. Always a pleasure. Come back Wednesday if you have more time. All right, William Rayfield, Patriots Lab Uncensored. Like you said, tonight, 9 o'clock on Facebook or X or YouTube. And take part. If you're going to comment, I would tell you to go to X, because you have the least chance of Facebook retaliating to you, or YouTube retaliating toward you if you say something that they don't like. So make sure you are watching Patriots Lab tonight at 9 p.m. on Facebook, on X, or on YouTube. Anyway, we're at 11 o'clock, so I think we're going to wind this one down. I want to thank everybody who watched, read up, and acknowledge everybody. My good friend Melinda Brown Fortney, who watches Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 10 a.m. and Tuesday, Thursday at 7 p.m. And we do Tuesday night and Thursday night live, which is more discussion, more open discussion, kind of like today, with less rambling from me. Rachel Emmon Soletto, you are new, or I have not noticed you here before. You're more than welcome to come back and watch. Lisa Callio Lyon. I hate butchering names, and I apologize to people if I do. And if I really do butcher your name, make sure you message me and put it out phonetically, and I will make sure that I don't butcher it. I have to just take more time when I go to read someone's name. Lisa Callio Lyon. Nice to have you watching. And let's scroll up a little further and see. Mama D, Denise, always a pleasure to have you watching. And in the future, we will try to get you on again. We just had all kinds of signal trouble the first time we had Mama D on. And it just seemed that the louder Mama tried to talk, the worse the interference got. And they do that sometimes. Ted Hutchison, pleasure to have you watching. Ichabod Palmer, you're always welcome. Sam Zaft, I believe you're new, and appreciate you watching. Callie Gatlin Hanson is watching, and again, Mama D started us at the top of the hour. Again, if you're watching, and I see that you're watching, I'm going to say something just to try to get you to come into the live chat and be a part of the fun there. And, I'm harmless, and everybody who was on the broadcast is harmless, and everybody in the live chat is harmless. But it's more fun if you're in the live chat, I think, than it is to watch. All Patriots are shadow banned. Well, Melinda, I've been saying that for 15 years now, that I expect at any moment they're going to shadow ban me. Their biggest thing with me now is I'll post something in the Facebook newsfeed, and it doesn't matter what it is. They'll restrict me for an hour, and then I'll come back at the end of the hour and I'll post something else, and they'll restrict me. So I just tell people, like I've been saying for 15 years, don't let Facebook be the beginning and the end of your social media experience. You can do that, and you can slowly let Facebook take the internet away from you, or think that Facebook is going to take the internet away from you, but always have someplace else to be, whether it's Winkin or it's Rumble or it's Telegram, Streetlock. Just always having another place where you can go. YouTube can be polite and allow us to be the way we are sometimes, but at the same time, they can spank us worse than Facebook does. Dr. Craig Peterson is in the house. Dr. Craig Peterson is a noted child psychologist who watches Boogie with the Bull and helps the 62-year-old, really 6.2-year-old child behind the microphone, and we appreciate that. And we will get Craig and his mother, Dr. Marilyn Peterson, on very quickly to talk about the Fresh Start programs in Georgia, which help, among others, trafficked children get back into everyday life as a child. And that is important to do. Just remember, they will not shut us all down on Facebook, because there are more of us than there are of them. And even if they did shut us down, every single conservative on Facebook took you down, took you off, took all the groups that you're in off, took everything else off, I personally think it would hurt them advertising wise, because it would just hurt them, because I think some of the advertisers would follow where the conservatives go. I really don't know. I just don't really much care to talk about Facebook advertising. But anyway, I appreciate everyone who has watched this morning. If you like the broadcast, please hit the like on your way out. Please share the broadcast everywhere you can. It was kind of all over the place today, because that's where my head was. Hopefully Wednesday we'll have Jen Woodruff with us, and we will have William Rayfield with us. And hey, if possible, maybe we'll have Randy Rhodes back. I'm leaving it up to him. Okay. There were some differences of opinion over Boogie with the Bull procedures, and as the host and the quote-unquote executive producer of Boogie with the Bull, I had to make some decisions. And also there were some other things that took place that I won't get into right now, but I had to make some decisions. and try to do the best I can with what we do. So I appreciate that people watched on my profile on Facebook today, the Boogie with the Bull YouTube channel, and possibly watch over on X because they follow Boogie at Boogie WT Bull, the Boogie with the Bull X profile. And so keep watching, message me with ideas that you have, things that you want to discuss. Ask if you can come on and meet us through a conversation. Most are welcome at any time. We've had Democrats before, but unfortunately that ended up with me yelling louder than them yelling at me, so it wasn't ugly. It was ugly, but if you're a Democrat, leftist, socialist, wingnut on Facebook, you're more than welcome to watch us, be live in the live chat. Matter of fact, let's return that with the creation of the Boogie with the Bull ceramic mug, a truly bipartisan mug. If you hold it in your right hand like I am, everyone knows that you are a conservative patriot and you follow Boogie with the Bull broadcast. If you hold it in your left hand, everyone knows that you are a leftist, socialist wingnut who watches Boogie with the Bull, and is probably one of the biggest Trump trolls on Facebook. We have a deal for Democrats. If you are a Democrat and you buy the mug, it is $10 plus $10 in shipping. And if you are a conservative patriot and you watch Boogie with the Bull, it's $20, and that includes free shipping. So you can decide whether or not that is a deal that you want to take. The only person who likes ceramic mugs is me, and I had the ceramic mug made because I thought we were going to try to sell them. We're still working on a travel mug of some kind because I'm sure that's what everybody wants. And let me see, let me get up here and flash this on the screen. Move this so I can read it. Don't forget about Bill Buckler's books, 2020, A Clear Vision for America, and 2020, A Clear Vision for Our Future, and the novel Six Soft Targets. Go to Bill's Facebook profile and message him. In the message, your name, your address, and which books it is that you would like. The 2020 books are two hardbound books. I call them the Conservative Patriot Broadcaster's Bible. They're two hardbound books. The set autographed with a nice note to you from Bill. That set is $25, a $25 donation. And the novel Six Soft Targets is a paperback, black with a big white 6 on it. Really cool looking, very easy to read. You'll enjoy it. He's asking a $20 donation for that. And I believe he did say, or hinted around, that he may be working on a second novel. You can ask him every Friday. We're trying to have Bill on Fridays, for 10 a.m. Friday for our Red Friday morning Boogie with morning caffeine. So tune in on Friday and catch Bill. I'd like to get his commentary on what's going on in the world and hope that he is selling books, because that's what he does. Have a great day, Melinda. I hope everybody else who is watching has a great day. As I said, put a like on the broadcast to show that you did, in fact, like it. And if you feel inclined, share it on Facebook everywhere you can. Take it from the YouTube channel and share it everywhere off of Facebook if you want to. And if you share it off of Facebook, let me know, because I like to know where we're being shared. Today we were shared on X. If you follow at Boogie WT Bull, the Boogie with the Bull profile, you can go over there and watch it, and you can retweet it on X or share it from X anywhere that you want. There's no live chat on the shares from at Boogie WT Bull right now. There's no live chat with us on X. We're working on that. Rumble is still being considered. LinkedIn is seriously being considered. We will probably pick up the $15 a month, 60-minute unlimited live stream, which means that if a Boogie with the Bull broadcast goes more than 60 minutes, you will only see 60 minutes of it. if you watch on WebKit. Anyway, it's 11:10, and I got to finish getting ready and go out and do errands with my wife, and because that's what we do. So be nice to your family, do what you need to do. Again, congratulations to our grandson Tony, 11 years old, who got his black belt on Saturday and is now off on a 2-week vacation up in Connecticut visiting family. So if you get your black belt, maybe you can take a 2-week vacation and go visit your family as well. As a matter of fact, if you're going to get a black belt and we're allowed, we'll live broadcast you getting your black belt on Boogie with Bull if we're allowed to do so. Otherwise, if people shoot video of you getting your broadcast, or you getting your black belt, then maybe we'll include it in the broadcast. Anyway, go out, live well, live prosper, and enjoy. Double means for victory. This Boogie with the Bull broadcast is going to come to an end only because my brain and my mouth are not connecting this morning, and I'm moving my mouth faster than my brain is keeping me clarified this morning. And on that note, we'll be back tomorrow night, 7 p.m. to about 8:30 here on Facebook and Open Discussions broadcast. Anybody is welcome to watch. Anyone is welcome to grab the link, which will be on the screen, and come on and lead us through any portion of discussion. If there's something that you would like to discuss on the broadcast, you do not have to be a citizen broadcaster or a citizen journalist. You can just be a concerned American citizen who wants to come on and present your views. Anyway, I'm Dave Logan. You're not. Double B's for victory. That this Boogie with the Bull broadcast is going to come to an end. We'll hit it once there. We'll bring it down here.